I think anytime you leave your facility, there's an acclimation to it. But I think our guys responded well. I think they were really good on our Tuesday practice. Thought we had a great couple days there in Tallahassee, and then give them the Christmas break, traveled down here on Christmas night. Next morning we woke up, good meetings, good practice. We're very much on our weekly schedule at this point. I thought our guys have done a really nice job.
You guys preach response opportunity. What is this opportunity like for you guys, and what's the response been overall?
Well, it's the last game of this season, and a season that's been, a 13-0 season. And our guys have done everything we've asked them to do to this point. And, just to have it finish out in a venue like this against a well-respected opponent, it's a great opportunity. And I think our guys feel that. They want to finish the season the right way. And it's been a balance of us trying to make sure they understand how proud we are that they've got us to this point, but now we've got another game and another opportunity to take advantage of. So just that's been really the message, and our guys, I got no question that they'll do it the right way because they've done it the entire season. I mean, he's obviously a really efficient passer. I mean, you just look at the numbers, and, having them be in a different league and really had never really competed against them before. I believe Coach Bobo was at Colorado State when I was at Marshall, and we played him in a bowl game, but just having a sense of what you think it's going to be, but not really sure. And then when you go and watch just the efficiency that he's been, and their third down numbers, I mean, their second and long numbers, their third down numbers, the balls, they're throwing the football. And, people they've got a real veteran offensive line. They've done a good job in the run game, but they've really scored points at the efficiency of the throw game. And their third down numbers is as good as anybody in the country. And I think what he does a really good job of, too, that he probably doesn't give a lot of credit of, I don't think he's a runner, but his ability to scramble and scramble for first down, scramble for positive yards. I mean, he's a big, great delivery, good accuracy. He's had an excellent season. Well, they protect the quarterback. I think they've only given up, they're probably in the top 5 in the country giving up sacks. So do that. Don't give up negatives. Get the ball thrown by an accurate passer, so you're protecting them. And then you got good receivers. You've had a great tight end. And you put that together, and that's why their numbers are so good. Yeah, it's not even a question. I mean, this is football. Every week, this guy's practicing. Will he be able to play in the game? Not sure. An opponent, that quarterback could be out. It's just it's part of the magic of coaching this sport. There's so many pieces constantly: special teams, offense, defense. It just, I'm not trying to minimize what's happening down here and what's happening now in college football, but it's just, you don't want to say next man up mentality, because that's the label that we put to this whole thing, right? But you're getting ready for this game in January, in September, and the investment into the players that it's their turn didn't start last week. It started when they arrived, and I think as coaches, you need to have that mentality daily. You can say, "Wow, I got these 5 DBs, I got these 3 linebackers, and they're really, really good." Well, what about the next one? Well, he's not playing yet. But if you're failing him today, he's not going to be ready for his opportunity tomorrow. And so I think as a coach, you're constantly trying to work that battle of everybody just wants to be okay. Everybody wants to look at their team and say, "Man, I got a great 11. I got a great 12. We're going to be great this game." Well, what about the guys that are the next 11? Like, you owe it to them to make sure that you push, have a standard of excellence, make sure they're improving daily, creating those habits for them. So then when the moment comes, it's not, oh, you got to react, and the kid's looking at you like, why is it so urgent now? It's been urgent since the day they walked on campus. I think that's why we've been so consistent as a program. I've been excited for those guys the whole time, and there were some games that Conrad, you brought up, he went into a game as the third guy, and he was going in the third series or the second series. So, I mean, that's been building, and who's to say, as we were going into this week, that he wouldn't have gotten that playing time anyways. There's so much time from the last game to this game. It's a whole new competition, and guys have risen up to those. Now, some get better because the opportunity comes before the work. That happens usually with injuries, or somebody goes down and a guy goes in. You're like, wow, I didn't see that. Most of the time, for length of success down the road, you see it before it happens. And I think that's what we've been able to do. It didn't happen here in year 1 and 2. We were putting guys in. But now we're getting to the point with an Omar Graham, with those guys that their practice has gotten to a high level, and then their opportunity in the games have gotten into a minimal level, and then have grown, and then they continue to get better, and now their opportunity explodes. I think we've seen that with Shaheem Brown. I mean, he's a great example of that. You know, he basically redshirted his freshman year when Kevin Knowles played a lot, and then the next year we forced him into the third safety rotation in our dime stuff. Then this year he became a full-time starter, and now I think he's an all ACC type. I said to JP and Odell just yesterday, we're watching on practice, and I'm like, this guy is so skilled. Like, I mean, when I sit there and we're down at Nova Southeastern practice, you know, on a Wednesday morning, and we're working a third down thing, and he's got a rush on a scout team player, and you just see the athleticism, and he's just being in the system now and watching him develop and grow. I mean, he's a special talent. I mean, he really is. I mean, he's done great things, you know, here in the last couple of years for us, and we've had some great ones next to him. But independently, I mean, he's a special player, and he's got an uncanny ability to make plays on the ball. I think his sack numbers are there, but they're coming. But I think where he's really grown is his impact on first and second down too. So, you know, Pat's a leader for us. It's important for him to continue to grow and develop, and just watching him through these weeks of bowl prep, I see it.